All right, guys, welcome to Dropping Dimes. I'm your host, Lalo Oriana, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. All right, guys, so got two things that I'm going to talk about, right? Who do you think is the talk of New York, right? I'm going to get to that in a second. And MVP talk. So, what do you guys want to hear? The MVP talk or the who's the talk of New York when it comes to New York basketball? Why don't we talk about the MVP talk, all right? So, anyways, so MVP talk, right? It really comes down to like two people, in my opinion. And no, Giannis is not winning it for a third year in a row. You guys are bugging if you guys really believe that. Anybody outside of Milwaukee, right? Come on, guys. Anyways, so we got two people that are in line right now that realistically have a good shot of winning the MVP. And these two actually might face each other in the finals. LeBron James, obviously. He's always in the MVP talk. LeBron James, forward, small forward for the LA Lakers. And Chubbs himself, all right? He looked like Chubbs in the beginning of the season. But, like I said in a previous video, this guy gained weight on purpose because he wanted to get out of Houston. James Harden, yes, James Harden is in the MVP talks, all right? It's very, remarkable on James Harden's part. Both, same thing as LeBron, because think about it. LeBron has been doing this for quite some time, all right? This guy's getting closer and closer to his 20th season at the rate that he's going. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to play 20 seasons. And you have James Harden, who got traded out of Houston. You see how Houston's looking now. I mean, they look like they can't even buy a win at this point. I feel bad for Houston. I really do. I feel bad for Steven Silas. This guy has worked his tail off to get into this position, into being a head coach for an NBA squad. And look what happens now. He's put in a bad spot because when he got hired, Russell Westbrook and James Harden were both on the team, and now neither of them are on the team. Westbrook is on the Wizards. The Wizards have Bradley Beal. I'm very surprised they're not, playing to the caliber that we all thought they would. You put, Westbrook and Beal. Beal has been dropping buckets like crazy, all right? He had like a 40-point game the other day, and they still lost. He's kind of reminded me of AI when he would play. This guy would be doing everything possible, scoring so much points, right, just to give his team a chance to win. But anyways, James Harden has been phenomenal. Look, if you guys haven't heard, Kevin Durant, he's not going to be playing the All-Star game. He was voted as what's it called, the captain, right? Because he had the highest amount of votes for anybody that was a player in the Eastern Conference. So he's not going to play. Jason Tatum moves into the starting position, all right? Sabonis, he goes into, in the reserve role because he got voted in due to KD's injury. So Harden's been playing phenomenal. The other night, this guy ended up playing over 40 minutes with not even one single turnover. That is remarkable, all right? That is remarkable. It's one thing to play 40 minutes and you're getting tired. You might make a lackadaisy type of a pass and it's just sloppy and then it gets turned over. None of that at all. And LeBron, ever since Anthony Davis's injury, he's been trying to step it up. He's been facing stiff competition. Currently playing the Suns right now as we speak. I believe the score was last time I checked it was 77-70. Suns are winning right now, currently 80-74 as we speak right now. All right, this video is being recorded on the 2nd. Most likely it's going to come out on the 3rd. But anyways, LeBron's been playing phenomenal. I know he's been facing and he ran into the Nets, ran into the Utah Jazz, who Utah's actually been playing really good. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do come into the postseason, but that's for a different topic for a different day. This the segment is really just about LeBron and James Harden, who really deserves getting the MVP. James Harden, has an MVP already. He should have had multiple, but it's controversial, type of things. Giannis winning a MVP over him and stuff like that. I totally get it, but LeBron James and James Harden, who really deserves it? Well, normally they won't give the MVP out to a team that has 3 superstars, but with Kevin Durant, right, out with the hamstring or the calf injury, right, he's resting until after the All-Star break is over. Kyrie Irving, he's been in and out of the lineup, right? So it's been really the James Harden show. James Harden has one thing I gotta say about James Harden. He is always gonna play. He's never gonna cheat you out. He believes that he has to show up every single day and do his job, right? That's what we love about James Harden, right? He was doing this thing in Houston. He's doing it now in Brooklyn. Man, I got it from a fan, right? I like the Nets. I've been going to the Nets games since even nobody was there when they were losing 60 games and whatnot. It's really nice to see James Harden, do his thing, right? With no KD, no Kyrie at times, this guy's really, handling the rock. He's handling everything that's thrown to him. But LeBron in LA, right? No Anthony Davis, Dennis Schroeder just came back recently. I don't know. I mean, LeBron's always in it. LeBron, he's always going to make the right pass. He's always going to play the right way. But I got to say, I'm not trying to be biased right now. I do got to say that it's James Harden who is most likely going to end up winning this. And here's why. LeBron has always been very consistent on getting his name in the conversation for the MVP. I do feel like LeBron is at that point where his level of play does not matter, right? From October all the way up to April. In this case, in this season, it's from December all the way up to May. I don't think his level of play really matters because we all want to see what he does in the postseason. So in that case, I think he falls in the category of Jordan. Not that I'm going to say that this guy is the greatest player of all time. I'm telling you right now, LeBron does not get my vote as the GOAT. It is always Michael Jordan. It's not just about the 6 rings, all right? There's way more to it, all right? It's all about, killer instinct and all that other stuff. And I can't even get to any of that type of stuff right now because I could honestly go on for 5 hours talking to you why LeBron is nowhere near the GOAT compared to Michael, all right? But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying that he is in the same the same topic where Jordan is, because Jordan should have honestly won it every single year the way that he was playing. I know there was one year they gave it to Barkley and he just went at him in the finals. So I think this is something that we're going to end up seeing, that LeBron may not win the MVP and might be giving out to Harden, because Harden is playing with lesser talent, right, than what LeBron is giving with the Lakers. He has Kyle Kuzma. He has Alex Caruso. He has, one of the Morris twins out there, Marc Gasol. You name it. James Harden, if the way I see it, James Harden, he got traded out of Houston. He's in Brooklyn. He's with new teammates. He has never played with these guys before, right? LeBron, he has played with these guys the year before. They won a title together, all right? So I would say that's way harder to get into transition, to get a chemistry going, all right? To get in continuity with your teammates being able to get into, an MVP type of form. James Harden's a natural at this. That's one of the main reasons why I would give it to James Harden. Plus, this guy's dropping buckets on you, all right? This guy can score anywhere throughout the floor. If you want him to drop 50, he'll drop 50 for you. If you want him to drop, 20 and give you 15 assists, he'll give it to you, all right? He does it all on offense. On defense, it may be a different story, but he has definitely improved his defense throughout the years. As for LeBron James, this guy's always Mr. Consistent. This guy will give you about 27, 8, and 8 throughout the year, all right? Anthony Davis, is hurt, be able to carry the load. But I do feel like those losses that he has grabbed since Anthony Davis has been down is really going to affect, his chances for the MVP race, because James Harden, while KD was down, while Kyrie was not in the picture for the most part, right? While Kyrie's been in and out of the lineup, James Harden has been grabbing W's, all right? Plus, when they had that showdown, right, at the Staples Center a couple weeks ago, James Harden and Kyrie Irving, they won that game. So I gotta give it to James Harden. So that's my MVP as of right now. James Harden will most likely win MVP according to me. You guys have the right to comment. Tell me what you said. You want to put in the comment section below. But next, I will say the talk of New York basketball. Yes, outside in this great country that we live in, right? We all care about the Nets, right? You have KD, Kyrie, James Harden, the whole nine, Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan, you name it, right? But in this city right here in New York, they care about the Knicks. They care about the Knicks. The Knicks are a great are about to say great franchise. What am I about to say? Great franchise. They've been playing really, really well. They've been playing really, really well. You know, I got to give it to, Worldwide West, what's it called? His culture, what he has done for the franchise. Tom Thibodeau, all right. Scott Perry, Leon Rose, those guys right there, those four people that I just mentioned, they definitely had a huge culture change for the New York Knicks. I mean, it's pretty much the same players as last year, with the exception of like Nerlens Noel, Obi Toppin, the whole, yada yada yada, right? But they are playing really well right now. Currently, they're fifth in the East. I know they lost the game against the Spurs. All right, Emmanuel Quickly has been phenomenal. Julius Randle just got selected into the All-Star game. RJ Barrett has been playing, decently well. All right, I love the direction where this is going. Where are the Knicks gonna go? From here. I mean, they could only go up at this point because you know what? Last year, I mean, they were at the bottom of the barrel, and now they have just, floated their way up to fifth in the East. Fifth in the East. I mean, look, I'm even thinking about going to the next game just because of the fact that I want to see, this excitement. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly has been phenomenal. RJ Barrett, I love seeing him play. Mind you, this is all happening without their starting center, Mitchell Robinson. Come on, guys. That is phenomenal. And Julius Randle, man, this guy, I got to say this. They better not trade Julius Randle for any, big piece right there. I know they love the flashy new item, but please keep Julius Randle. All right. Last time you had something like of this caliber, you had Zach Randolph. You gave him to Memphis, right? Because you wanted to get Amari Stoudemire. And look what happened to Amari Stoudemire. This guy's knees gave out after the year 2, right? So if you have a good thing, keep it, all right? Don't give it away for the potential of something better, all right? Keep it and let's grow the product, all right? Right now they're following the same method that the Brooklyn Nets had a couple years ago, and they got them KD and Kyrie. If they continue doing this for the next 2 years, I'm going to say 2 years, they'll get themselves a top-tier superstar coming into New York. And if they are able to succeed with that, you'll get a second one. And then, bam, you're right in title contention for possibly winning a world title, an NBA championship for the New York Knicks. And if those players are able to do that within about a 3 to 4 year span, they'll be legends. Because, look, when the Knicks are good, it's good for the NBA, all right? The heritage franchise. The Celtics, the Lakers, the Knicks, when those three franchises are doing good, because right now all three are doing decently well, NBA is popping, and there's no denying that. All right, Knicks are the talk of the town, the Nets are the talk of the country. But here in New York, they care about the Knicks more than the Nets. The Nets, they got to win multiple championships to even be in the conversation of being talked about the way that they are talked about over here with the Knicks. Until then, guys. I'm your host, Lavo Rihanna, and thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, guys.